when asked to do this demonstration, the first thing I thought of is there's no way that we can get a press into this building for a demo that'll last about a half an hour. And it was physically impossible and not really appealing as a task. But I thought there's something more important to be understood about lithography than just putting a piece of paper against a stone and running it through the press. And that is how a drawing on stone gets to be printable. And so this information that you have in your hand is a step-by-step procedure and probably closely aligned to some of the techniques that were used back in the day. In fact, some things never change and some things always change. So what you're holding in your hand isn't the exact way that these earliest crayon lithographers did the technique. First thing we have here is a stone. I'm going to tilt it up a little bit so you can see it. You can see the screen. Okay, and it has a crayon stone drawing on it. The modern crayons look like regular pencils. What's important for them to make an image in the stone that attaches to the stone is that they have a greasy component to them. And so this drawing is about 99.9% done, so I'm just going to draw a little bit more on it. And when you're looking at a crayon stone lithograph, that wonderfully characteristic pebbly look of the drawing isn't really attributed to the toothy grain of the stone. It's more about the buildup of crayon on top of crayon. Off to the side, that's what crayon looks like on the stone. Modern crayons come in two shapes, or two forms, pencil or stick. Okay. And notice that I'm sweeping away the crumbs that just might fall and light on the surface of the stone, because the stone is not discerning as to the quality or intent of the crayon. It'll take grease any way it can get it. So if it winds up on the stone by accident, the stone could care less. It just loves grease. Okay, drawing done. Now an etch has to be determined based on the grease content and the use of the crayons. And so if you're looking at this, you can, and I'll try somewhat to follow this, but if you read this, you can keep up with me. The grease drawing, and I've already, to speed things along, have determined an etch for this stone. And it's it's a delicate drawing. So I'm going to, first off, dust the drawing material with rosin and talc powders. And the powder will stick to the greasy drawing material and actually reduce its greasiness so that the water-based etch can lay right up intimately close to every deposit of drawing material to get a thoroughly desensitized and etched stone. So if the drawing material doesn't want it, just goes right back into the box. And very gently pull away that which is not attached to the greasy drawing. And then apply talc. In fact, if you look at Sinead's shirt, this is something we made at the print shop over at the Academy. rat your stone, meaning rosin and talc. So rosin goes on first because it's the more protective and acid resistant of the two powders. And the talc is a further drying material. And then care should be taken in case there's some really soft drawing material on there that you wouldn't want to smear it. And now, the etch that I have determined is a good etch for this crayon drawing is to protect the most delicate parts of the drawing with pure gum arabic. Just freehand some into the cup. And with those areas protected, I can put a medium strength etch over the whole stone. Followed by something just a little bit stronger to etch the greasier parts of the drawing. And so I'm going to wear protective eyewear while handling the gum and nitric acid. I'm just testing the flow over a pan of water. Okay. So for the lithographers in the audience, what I'm doing is I've gummed the delicate areas. I'm putting a 5-drop etch over the entire stone, and then I'm putting a 12-drop etch into the darker, greasier areas. And it must be mixed up. And if you're looking at step 4, the etch, if there's any magical property to this process, it's that this etch of gum arabic and nitric acid will create two opposing conditions in the stone, where it makes contact with the grease laying on the stone. It will drive the grease into the stone and create a grease spot or image that lives in the stone that is chemically and physically part of the stone. And then I puddle it amply on the drawing first, and then carry it to the edges of the stone. The entire surface has to be desensitized. And if you're thinking, oh my God, he put his hand into it. These etches really aren't that strong. If I had a paper cut, it would probably sting a little bit, but other than that, it's not, they're not strong at all. And this is the stronger etch. So I'm pushing the medium strength etch out of the way. Taking care not to let the stronger etch get onto the least greasy parts of the drawing because it could burn them. And limestone is extremely porous and absorbent, so the etch really has to soak into it. So, as I mentioned earlier, what we're creating simultaneously is a grease attractive spot, which will hold the ink, and a water attractive spot that, if kept damp, will reject the ink.